welcome to my shack where my miniature bull terrier Louis Riel and I would like to share a story with you. Well, Louis Riel is asleep, so he's not all that excited, but I would like to share one of my favorite books, partly because it's illustrated by the great Andy Everson, and partially because it's the most important lesson I think every person need learn in life and that we need to teach our children. And here's the message. We are taught to look up there, dress like her, dress like him, drive that car, live in that house. And I'm here to tell you today that that's not where you should be looking. We should be looking in there. What gift have you been given? And you should build your life around who you are. What are you? And this is going to take you on that voyage. Me? I am a raven. I know that. And I didn't know that for the longest of times. So if you allow me, here we go. It sounds like this. To discover your totem is to discover yourself. There are as many totems as there are species of birds, beasts, or fish, and how not? Are we not all different? I'm often asked how people come to know their totem, and when I answer by asking this question. If at night, when you close your eyes to travel to your dream time, if then you picture one of our wild cousins to whom you might give thanks or ask guidance, what would it be? More often than not, your totem will be there, right before your eyes. You don't have to get fancy. Just close your eyes. Let it come to you. Chances are it will. It did for me. This is a voyage of discovery. Some will tell you that your totem is something that you were in a previous life or something that you might be in the next life, and that might be true. Others will tell you that your totem is the source of all your strengths and your weaknesses. This, I believe, is true. Understanding my totem helps me understand myself, and when I come to know someone else's totem, it helps me better understand that person. You don't have to know what your totem is to have one. You do. You don't choose it. It's just there. It is who you are, and you don't have to acknowledge it or celebrate its presence, but you can, and if and when you do, it's good. Creator has blessed us all with an animal, medicine, spirit guardian to watch over, teach, and guide us on our journeys through life. Understanding these totems helps us choose which path to take on our journey. This story might help you come to know your totem. My grandmother gave it to me, and I'm not giving it to you. I'm merely telling it to you. You can share it only if someone asks you this question. What's my totem? If someone asks you this question, then you can tell them this story. Tell them my grandmother gave it to me, so for sure, it's true. Grandmother Moon. A great chief lived over there, somewhere to the west of here. My grandmother told me his name, and although I have forgotten what it is, his spirit still lives in my heart. This chief was not known because he was a rich man, although he was said to be rich. He was known because he was kind and he was wise. People from the north, east, and south of this place came to him for counsel. Animals, birds, and fish also sought out his counsel, so you can only imagine how wise he must have been. Well, one day, this great chief decided to erect a new totem pole. He invited a number of our wild cousins to his lodge. Many came, but some did not. They had their reasons. As custom dictates, and as should always be done, they honored their grandmothers and their grandfathers. They had tea. Then the chief spoke. Friends, I shall soon journey to the land of my ancestors. I want my descendants to remember me for who I am, and so I'm having a pole carved. I cannot include all of you on this pole, however. I want you to know that you are all special to me. Later that day, as he stepped out of his lodge, the chief saw Beaver next to a most beautiful canoe. "Oh, hello, good chief," Beaver said. "What are you doing here?" The chief looked around, baffled. "What are you talking about, Beaver? I live here. This is my lodge. You know that." "Well, I suppose I do. However, this is not important, is it?" continued Beaver. "Me? I was just passing by. Chief, I would never want to influence your decision as to whom you will place on your pole. However, I built this canoe for you some time ago, and I thought, Chief, you know me. I am the builder. I don't waste my time playing or dreaming like many of these others. From dawn to dusk I work. I work hard with persistence and determination. I create, much as you do. Look at what I have built here. Look what you have built here. This village was poor and run down when you came, and now, today it stands as an example of what can be. Your legacy, great chief, will surely be that of Beaver, of builder." And as he did every evening, the chief went for an evening walk, As he stepped onto a much-used path, he heard a familiar voice. My, what a surprise to find you out here in the wilderness this way, my old friend, and just as I was about to bring you this important gift. Wilderness? The chief laughed. Bear, what are you talking about, wilderness? We use this path as much as we use the sea and the rivers. Let us not argue over trivialities. Bear persisted. The fact is, I'm happy to see you. I have something for you, my friend. It's time I pass this ceremonial headpiece on to one who is wise and a natural-born teacher. This ancestral piece must reside with one who is knowing, humble, and strong. My spirit medicine has provided you and your human ancestors with the ability to heal your sick, your children, and your elderly. Whoever wears this headdress will be given this ability to train others in my guardian medicine, to protect, heal, and guide all those in need on their spiritual quest as they travel the good red road. May you be blessed as you pass this healing medicine on. Well, the chief spent the entire evening accepting gifts. First, he met Wolf returning from a successful hunt. Wolf, it seemed, had more meat than he could possibly eat and was only too happy to give the better half of a tasty young buck to his lifelong friend. I'm happy to share this meal with you, great chief, after all, as well as being courageous and resourceful. Do we not, you and I, protect our people and provide for them? Finding, then sharing a meal is what we do. I have always respected and shared with you two-leggeds. Honoring my spirit will be increasing joy, laughter, and prosperity to your people. Please, my friend, eat well. Next, he happened on to Owl. I'm delighted to run into you, good chief. Just in case I did, I brought this new medicine bag along with me. While in your lodge earlier today, I could not help but notice that yours was looking a little worse for wear. Chief, you know that I frighten those who see me as one who can see into the dark side, but I'm much more than that. Those of us with this power find deep truth, and we guide the young and the elders towards greater knowing and identity with Creator. We should have a special place in which to keep the things that we value the most. Please, think of me as you wear this. It will help remind you who you really are. Eagle's gift was a traditional fan of his finest feathers. My feathers are highly valued by all nations, and my down is a symbol of peace and friendship. We are always, you and I, honest and open because we are close to Creator. Are these not the traits for which you wish to be remembered? The chief found Frog sitting on a large leaf. I know that you will not let yourself succumb to these material things, great leader. You and I, we understand peace of mind and heart is key to happiness. The way in which we value our families and that which we carry in our hearts will be remembered long after either of us enters spirit world. Please, accept this tobacco and this sweet grass braid as a reminder of the quiet moments of reflection that we've shared together. Consider these a token of respect that I have for you. Killer Whale. He waited. Ah, Chief, I see that I'm not the first to reach out to you. I too believe that much of what you are is in me. You and I, we rule our respective domains. You these lands, I the oceans. We are communicators. Through us comes the history of all that has passed before us, as well as the ability to share this wisdom. We gift our descendants the ability to co-create new peace, harmony, and friendship with all our relations and our Mother Earth. Please accept this talking stick as a reminder of that which we share. Otter, who rarely stopped playing for anyone or anything, came bounding out of the river. Thank the Creator for fun and games. What would life be without play? Has not our curiosity, yours and mine, great chief, made our lives exciting and fun? I can't believe how much you remind me of me. Ho ha! Look what I've been saving for you. New gaming sticks. Hey, are you up to a little gaming right now? Are you? As Otter presented his gift, Thunderbird blinked and lightning danced across the skies. Thunder echoed from sea to sea as he who commands the elements flapped his mighty wings and lit up the mountains. Most fear me for my power and my wrath. I am Creator's message carrier, so how could it not be so? Worthy friend, With my own hands I have made you this most powerful spear, symbolic of Creator's blessings to you for a life honoring all creation. Use it as you will during your final hunts. Let all come to know of the friendship that exists between us. Though it was late, the chief made his way down to a clearing near the water's edge, and there sat Raven, unusually quiet. Raven, there you are. I'm surprised I haven't run into you this evening. Did you not have something you wanted to give me, to gift me? I've received many wonderful things this evening, but from you, nothing. Raven smiled. Great Chief, come over here. Look into the water and tell me what you see. Chief looked down at what should have been his reflection, only to see the reflection of Raven. What trick is this you're playing on me, Raven? It's no trick, Chief. It is as you see it. It is said that I am the trickster, the magician, and it's true. I am said to be intelligent and cunning. This is also true. It's said that I can make things happen that others cannot. And this, of course, is true. By using the gifts that Creator has given me, I succeed where others could not. Does this not sound familiar to you? Great Chief, you know, I am your totem. I've taught you to look within yourself when you were confronted by new and difficult challenges. I have taught you to use your wit and your strengths to survive and thrive. And you have been nothing less than masterful. No, I bring you no gift. All I have already given you. All I am, you have become. And you, my friend, have made me so proud to be Raven. The next day, everyone came to a great potlatch to feast the chief's new pole. They were all given many gifts. They sang, they danced, and they marveled at the way in which the chief would be forever remembered. And no, none were surprised at what they saw. They all knew. You too would know your totem if, before traveling to your dream time, you were to shut your eyes, open your heart, mind, and spirit, and let it come to you. Don't get fancy. Just shut your eyes. It will come. It did for me.